She had a smile that could light up a room. Yet on January 15th, 1947, Elizabeth Short's life came to a gruesome end. Known to friends as Beth, she was just 22, a Massachusetts native with dreams of Hollywood stardom. Despite her aspirations, Beth's life in Los Angeles was marked by struggle, working odd jobs, and couch surfing at friends' places. She was a familiar face in the city's vibrant nightlife. Beth was last seen alive at the Biltmore Hotel in downtown LA, where she had plans to meet her sister visiting from Boston. Those plans were never realized, and she vanished into the night. Days later, her mutilated body was discovered in a vacant lot in the Leimert Park neighborhood of Los Angeles. This was no simple homicide. Her body was severed at the waist, and blood had been drained, leaving behind a haunting canvas of brutality. The press dubbed her the Black Dahlia, a moniker inspired by her penchant for wearing black and a film noir released the previous year, The Blue Dahlia. The name stuck, capturing public imagination and forever linking her to one of America's most infamous unsolved murders. But who was Elizabeth Short beyond the headlines? Beth was a dreamer, eternally hopeful despite a challenging life. She moved to LA at 19, hoping to break into the film industry, but found success elusive. Her friends described her as kind-hearted, with a magnetic personality and an infectious laugh that masked her struggles. In letters to family, she often painted an optimistic picture, glossing over her hardships with tales of imminent breakthroughs. On the night of her disappearance, Beth was seen leaving the Biltmore Hotel. She reportedly made a phone call from the lobby, her voice excited and full of promise. What was said remains a mystery, but it was the last confirmed sighting of her alive. The LAPD launched an aggressive investigation, inundated with over 150 suspects and thousands of leads. Yet the more they uncovered, the deeper the mystery grew. Witnesses reported seeing Beth with various men in the days leading to her death, but none provided concrete evidence. The media circus surrounding the case only added to the chaos, with false confessions and wild theories flooding the headlines. Investigators focused on her connections in Hollywood and the seedy underbelly of Los Angeles nightlife. Was she involved with someone dangerous? Did she know too much about something sinister? Theories abound, but evidence remained frustratingly elusive. Amidst the chaos, one detail stood out: an anonymous letter sent to the police claiming responsibility for the murder. The letter contained personal belongings of Beth, including her birth certificate and photographs. The chilling correspondence suggested the killer was mocking the authorities, confident and daring them to catch him. But the letter provided no solid leads, and the case grew colder with each passing day. What investigators found in those early days was a tangled web of Beth's relationships, each more complex than the last. An aspiring actress, a hopeful romantic, and a woman caught in the wrong place at the wrong time. These elements combined into a narrative that baffled law enforcement and captivated the nation. The shadow of Beth's murder lingered over Hollywood, a grim reminder of the dark side lurking behind the glitz and glamour. As the investigation dragged on, suspects emerged, each with a story and motive, but none could be conclusively linked to the crime. From jilted lovers to jealous rivals, each lead seemed promising, yet ultimately led to dead ends. And then there was the mysterious phone call made from the Biltmore Hotel, a key moment that might hold the answer to the Black Dahlia's fate. What was said during that call? Who was on the other end of the line? The answer remains one of the most tantalizing mysteries of the case. Even today, the murder of Elizabeth Short continues to perplex and intrigue. As the years pass, new theories emerge, each attempting to solve the enigma that is the Black Dahlia. But the truth remains as elusive as ever, locked away in the shadows of Hollywood's dark past. The LAPD combed through Elizabeth Short's life, searching for answers in the chaos. They scrutinized her final days, tracing her movements, contacts, and intentions. Speculations ran wild. Was she meeting someone she trusted, or was it a chance encounter that turned deadly? With no concrete leads, investigators grew desperate. Detectives zeroed in on the gruesome state of Beth's body, looking for clues hidden in the brutality. The precise surgical dissection suggested medical knowledge. Perhaps the killer was a doctor. This theory gained traction when investigators learned of Dr. George Hodel, a man with a history of abusive behavior and access to surgical instruments. His connection to the case seemed tenuous, yet his name frequently surfaced in whispers around Hollywood's dark corners. But Dr. Hodel wasn't the only suspect. Mark Hansen, a nightclub owner and acquaintance of Beth, found himself under scrutiny. Beth had stayed at Hansen's home and even used his address as a point of contact. Could jealousy or rejection have motivated him? Investigators couldn't rule it out, but his alibi held, and they lacked physical evidence linking him to the crime. The timeline proved equally perplexing. Witnesses placed Beth at a party days before her death, mingling with Hollywood's elite. Yet, what happened between her last sighting at the Biltmore Hotel and her body's discovery remained a void. Investigators struggled to fill in the blanks, each piece of evidence contradicting the last. Witnesses claimed to have seen her with different men, each potentially leading to a new avenue of inquiry. But as detectives pursued these leads, they hit roadblocks, finding themselves back at square one. In a striking twist, a package arrived at the Los Angeles Examiner, postmarked with a chilling note, "Here are Dahlia's belongings." Inside, police found personal items belonging to Beth, including an address book with several names circled. Each name became a thread to unravel, pulling detectives deeper into a tangled web of Hollywood's hidden lives. But the delivery came with a sinister undertone. The killer was toying with them, confident in his anonymity. As the investigation continued, one detail stood out, prompting a reevaluation of Beth's life. She had received numerous letters from admirers and former lovers, some of which threatened violence if she didn't reciprocate their feelings. Could one of these correspondences have foreshadowed her demise? The letters hinted at a darker side to Beth's relationships, a glimpse into the dangerous game she'd been unknowingly playing. Then came the biggest reveal, a discovery that shook the investigation to its core. In 1949, Dr. George Hodel became the center of an investigation into his private life. The LAPD wiretapped his home, capturing a conversation where he allegedly admitted to killing Elizabeth Short. "Supposin' I did kill the Black Dahlia," he mused. The chilling words sent shockwaves through the department, reinvigorating the case with new urgency. Despite the startling confession, the evidence was circumstantial. Hodel fled the country soon after, leaving a trail of questions and suspicions behind. The lack of concrete evidence to prosecute him left investigators frustrated, his admission a ghostly echo rather than a definitive conclusion. And so the shadow of doubt continued to loom over the case. As the years passed, the Black Dahlia case remained unsolved, a cold case that fascinated and haunted in equal measure. Modern investigators have revisited the evidence, applying new forensic techniques to old fragments of clues. Yet the passage of time has obscured the truth, witnesses have passed on, and the trail has grown cold. Today, the case stands as a symbol of unsolved mysteries, its allure undiminished by the years. Elizabeth Short's murder continues to captivate the public imagination, a chilling reminder of the potential for darkness in humanity. New theories emerge, each attempting to fill the void left by her death. Whether it was an influential figure shielded by power or an unknown assailant lost to history, the truth remains elusive. One haunting question lingers. Did the Black Dahlia know her killer? And did she ever sense the danger closing in? This thought lingers in the minds of investigators and true crime enthusiasts alike, a puzzle waiting for the right piece to unlock its secrets. The sight of Elizabeth Short's hopeful eyes and radiant smile haunts those who delve into her story, a ghostly reminder of dreams unfulfilled. Her murder remains unsolved, a chilling testament to the darkness lurking beneath Hollywood's golden facade.